Today I'm going to show you how to sequence the best electronic drum beat ever.
Free beat.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Free Beat, where I post new music-related content. You know what? No, there's no time for this. We got to get right into this video. It is April. Welcome to April, everybody. April 1st is today's date, and I'm going to show you what, in my opinion, is the greatest drum beat of all time, the greatest electronic drum beat of all time. More specifically, I'm going to show you how to sequence it using the Drum Brute Impact here. However, this will work on any drum machine that features a kick drum, a snare drum, and a closed hi-hat. This drum pattern is so great. It is flexible, it's versatile, it works with really any style at any tempo, and honestly, with most time signatures. So let's get right into it. We are going to start off very simply by placing our kick drum 4 on the floor, which means on the downbeat of each of our 4 quarter notes in a standard measure of 4/4 time, which is basically what most 16-step sequencers give us. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, and we put it on 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, let's move on to the closed hi-hat. We're going to place quarter notes down on our hi-hat as well. So in the exact same place we placed our kick drum. Now let's pull up a snare drum. We're going to put that on beat 2 and 4. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, let's have a listen to where we're at right now. Okay, really simple pattern so far. Let's continue. So back to the closed hi-hat. We are now going to put hi-hats on the of beat 1, so 1 E and da, the E of beat 3, so 1 E and da, 2 E and da, 3 E and da. We're also going to put it on the of beat 3, and then on the and of beat 4, so 4 E and da. Cool, right? Let's go back to our kick drum. We're now going to place a kick drum on the of beat 4 right here, and we're also going to place one on the and of beat 2, okay? We're getting there, we're getting there. Back to the snare drum. We are going to place a snare drum on the E of beat 1, the E of beat 2, the of beat 3, and the and of beat 4. Groovy. Back to the closed hi-hat. You're going to place one squarely on the and of beat 2, okay, right there, and then on the and of beat 1. Now we're going to go to the kick drum, and you are going to place a kick drum on the and of beat 1, then you're also going to place one on the E of beat 4, okay? Back to the snare drum. We're going to place a snare drum on the E of beat 3, and on the and of beat 2. Starting to sound good. Back to the kick drum. Place one on the and of beat 3 and on the of beat 1 and on the E of beat 2. Then we're going to go to the closed hi-hat here. We are going to place one on the and of beat 3 as well as the E of beat 1. Then we're also going to place a snare drum on the of beat 4 as well as, on the of beat 4, there we go, as well as on the and of beat 3. Then we're going to go back to the kick drum and we are going to place a kick drum on the of beat 2. Then we're going to go to our hi-hat. We're going to place one on the E of beat 4 as well as on the E of beats 1 and 2. Okay, we're getting there, I promise. All right, back to the kick drum. We're going to place one on the E of beat 1 as well as the of beat 3. Whoops, I forgot the E on beat 1. There we go. Back to the snare drum. We're going to place one on the downbeat of beat 3 right there. Then on the downbeat of beat 1. 2 downbeats on that step. Let's move to the closed hi-hat. We're going to place one on the of step 4, and then we're going to remove one from the downbeat of step 4. Then we're going to go back to the snare drum. We're going to place one on the E of beat 4. Then we are going to go to the kick drum and remove it from the E of beat 4. Then we're going to go to the snare drum and remove it from the E of beat 4. Then we're going to go to the hi-hat. We're going to place one on the of beat 2. Okay, you following along so far? Let's have a listen. Nice. Then we're going to go to the kick drum. We're going to place one on the E of beat 3, we're going to place one on the and of beat 4. We're going to go to the hi-hat. We're going to place one on the downbeat of beat 4 and remove one from the first 4 steps here. Then we're going to go to the snare drum. We're going to place one on the of beat 2, and we're going to place one on the E of beat 4. Then we're going to go back to the hi-hat. We're going to place one on the downbeat of beat 1 as well as on the of beat 1. Then we're going to place one on the and of beat 1. Then we're going to go to the kick drum, place one on the E of beat 4, back to the closed hi-hat, place one on the E of beat 1. Then we're going to go to the snare drum, place one on the of beat 1. Then back to the kick drum. We're going to take one off of the and of beat 1, back to the snare drum, place one on the and of beat 3, back to the kick drum, place one on the and of beat 1, and our pattern is done. Let's have a listen. Awesome. Like I said, this pattern is so versatile. It works at any tempo. Check it out. That's 30 BPM, 48 BPM, 300 BPM, 149 BPM, 124 BPM, and of course classic 120. It's just right in the pocket every time. It even works if you add a little swing. Let's crank that tempo up again. There you are at a nice brisk 300 with a little bit of swing. Amazing. Let's drop it down now to 30 BPM. Still solid. Let's take our swing off now, and let's put this into an odd meter. So we're going to drop it down to 7/8. So I'm going to take off the last 2 16th notes. So now we're sitting with 14 16th notes. Let's have a listen to this in 7/8. Remember, we're still at 30 BPM right now. Back to 1. Yeah, this pattern just sings at any tempo, any time signature. Let's go to 120 again. Just cruises at 7/8. So good. And let's drop it down to, how about 13/16? Get even odder with our time signature. Perfect, right? Now you can see why, in my opinion, this is clearly the best electronic drum pattern. I do hope you found this video released on April 1st entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.